Greetings, my dear boils, ghouls, and other creatures of the night. My name is Crypt, and this is the 100th video on this channel. So today, we're exploring the 9 levels of godhood. Level 7 will surprise you. Now let's begin. Level 1. Mortal. The first level of godhood is mortal, and when I say mortal, I don't just mean humans. I'm referring to all living things such as animals, plants, etc., all of which contain souls. Souls are spiritual matter trapped in layers of physical materials, and in each side of each soul contains the original spark of creation. Level 2. Post-mortal. Post-mortal are just like mortal beings that just happen to tap into their spark. This action gives them abilities that we call supernatural, and how one taps into their spark varies. The quickest method is using magic, while the more organic methods are homing ki or obtaining gnosis. Meanwhile, others are born with their spark already tapped. Level 3. Spirit. From this point forward, you no longer need a physical body. Instead, you completely made out of this same spiritual matter briefly mentioned earlier. You have no need for sleep or obtain sustenance for fuel, but you still possess the original spark of creation within you, and that needs to be nourished. How, you may ask? Well, with metaphysical energies of other living beings, of course. Oh, my cat is outside my door meowing. Oh my goodness. Hi, baby.
I guess you make sure you're okay.
Are you checking up on me? Yeah, I'm keeping this in the recording. Okay, nice talk. Well, with the metaphysical energies of other living beings, of course, those of which are beliefs, doctrines, emotions, ideal imagination, and thoughts. Level 4. Tulpa. If a single mortal believes in the Pacific spirit, it will evolve into a tulpa that can manifest into reality. A spirit will even go as far to defend the characteristics so someone can manifest them too. Level 5. Egregore. If more than one person believes in Pacific Tulpa, it'll level up into Egregore. These people will be labeled as the group mind. Hundreds, even thousands of people can join a group mind. Stronger the numbers, more stronger the Egregore can be. Level 6. Dimensionals. This level of godhood is split into 4 sub-levels, and all of them are more complex than the last, so here we go. 6.1. Interdimensional. You watching this right now exists in 3 dimensions of space, one of which being time. Obviously, our perception of it is chronological, and you exist in the present. Now here's the kicker. An interdimensional entity perceives all matter of time as simultaneous, and exists not only in the present, but the past and future at once, in each reality they come across. Seeing a string of events as an interdimensional is just that, a string in which they can manipulate with their own will. I have no other to put this fact, but all interdimensionals are born in the realm known as the empty. More information about them are linked in the description. 6.2. Multidimensional. A multidimensional possesses the ability of probability perception, meaning they have knowledge of everything that would and could happen in any outcome of each reality they come across, meaning no secret is safe from multidimensional once they cross over to your reality. 6.3. Omnidimensional. You are many yous within this realm of infinite possibility, aka the multiverse. This version of you right now is watching the video while the other you is, I don't know, a governor in California also watching this video. But due to omnidimensional, they experience every single timeline across the multiverse at once. Everything else about the sub-level isn't exactly known. 6.4. Extra-dimensional. An extra-dimensional existence stems outside of the infinite multiverse. They're above the laws of any universe, serving it as a single structure like how we view fractals. But they are still bound to the mechanics to the space that they inhabit. And yes, these sub-levels feed on metaphysical energies like levels 3 through 5. However, they primarily feast on beliefs. If those things reach a specific quota, they'll ascend into level 7, deity. I'll tell you level 7 will surprise you. I'm gonna cut to the chase. We already know what a deity is, but what most people overlook is that a single deity is a part of a source code of what we call reality. Deities can form covenants, pantheons, and even theophanies if they're powerful enough by how much worship they amass. How a level 1 can reach deity status is through different means, but it can take a whole lifetime to achieve. But back to being a deity. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. All deities must evolve alongside their followers in order to remain in a collective consciousness. Failure to do so, the deity will be no longer worshipped and be sent to the void to decay, which is basically death. Plus, a deity and other entities shall not directly interfere with mortal affairs to make the competition between them regulated. But the only exception to the rule is the power of suggestion to influence realities. Level 8. Pre-omniversal. Since being a literal deity equals to being a source code of reality, well, a preomniversal means being a developer of said code. For you see, the preomniversals forge concepts such as creation, destruction, light, darkness, existence, non-existence, and so on, all which are contained in the omniverse. If you don't know what that is, it's where the realms of consciousness come from, including Earth. Anyway, unlike most levels on this list, level 8s don't need to be worshipped or feed on metaphysical energies to be powerful. They simply are. Level 9, Monad. We're finally here. The 9th and final level of Godhood, Monad. Before we continue, let's recap. Level 1 is the lowest form of Godhood. It's like being a very muddy body of water. Level 2 is just tap water for Godhood. Level 3 is equal to purified water. Level 4 is sparkling water. Level 5 is soda. While all 6 levels are soda flavors, then level 7 is the original flavor. Level 8 is the craft. And lastly, level 9 is the idea of this soda water analogy. Now we got that covered. Achieving the state of Monad is strange, to be honest with you. You are everything and nothing, but those things come from you at the exact same time. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and yet nowhere either, just like an idea. And without ideas, things that we know and don't know wouldn't exist. It's just this strange form of what you might call existent. So in other words, you are the spark in its purest form. Okay, I'm going off script right now. Imagine being in the state of Monad. You can influence things just by thinking about it, if you know what I mean. This concludes today's video, and before I go, the music you heard throughout is the official soundtrack for my upcoming Alec horror series, The Behinder, which will be out by fall of this year by the earliest, or sometime next year by the latest. The full version will be in the description, and be sure to check out the link tree while you're down there too. Shameless plugs aside, this is Crypt signing off, and I love you all cosmically.